In today's session, we're going to go take a deep dive into what the district's journey is like with Clever, specifically as it relates to their experience using new features for back to school. We'll start by walking you through the end-to-end district journey. Then I'll review how Clever's success organization is structured to support our shared district customers. We'll review the step-by-step experience for districts as they prepare for back to school and ways you can support them. And then we'll wrap up with an overview of the user education and professional development resources available for our ecosystem of users. All right, let's jump in and take a look at what our typical district experience is like on Clever. During onboarding is when the initial Clever setup takes place and your applications are launched. In the summer, we focus all of our support on preparing districts for back to school by helping them set up the Clever portal and guiding them to train teachers and staff. To kick off the school year in semester 1, districts launch the portal and we continue providing support and training. And then in semester 2, districts roll over data and we begin kicking off initiatives to support pre-back to school readiness. Let's take a close look at what's happening in each stage of this journey. When a district first expresses interest in joining Clever, they will work with our district onboarding team who helps get the district up and running on our platform. Many times our onboarding is actually initiated by you all, which is something our districts love. If you haven't already, I highly recommend leveraging our application invitation feature in the product, where you can invite districts not yet on Clever to get assistance with onboarding. This is the fastest way of facilitating onboarding on Clever, so we highly recommend this feature. The onboarding phase is made up of 3 components: syncing student and teacher information from the district's student information system to Clever, next, setting up the district's SSO login method, and last, helping the district launch their first learning application. After these 3 requirements are met, the district is handed off to our customer success team, who will grow usage for districts already using Clever. Back to school is our favorite season at Clever. We help districts prepare for year-over-year rollover of their student information system to ensure the most up-to-date records are in Clever. We also conduct back-to-school readiness assessments. Through project plans in the Rollout Guide, we ensure that all of the district's prioritized applications are set up, portals are configured, and district admins have a plan of action for on-the-ground training. Last, we support professional development. We provide training decks that our district admins can use at a district level, school level, and teacher level, and I'm excited to go over some of those resources with you in a bit. During the school year, we evaluate our district's progress to see if they've hit their portal usage goals, and we help provide support as needed to ensure everyone is getting an optimal experience. Starting around October, we conduct executive business reviews with district customers. We really enjoy these meetings because we're able to provide data on how their teachers and students are using Clever, suggestions for how to grow their usage, and project plans for the upcoming semester. Now that you have a sense of the district journey, I'd love to dive into how our teams here at Clever work with you to support our shared district customers. To achieve that vision of the best back to school, you have a big team here at Clever working with you. Let's start with a high-level view of our teams. And I should note, we are not expecting you to memorize this structure, and if you ever need quick assistance, remember you can always reach out to Clever support. This team can help route things accordingly during a busy back-to-school season. Now let's dig in. We have 2 primary teams that work with our districts every day. First, Clever Support provides frontline assistance for all districts and applications. They are our technical experts and the best team to assist with time-sensitive technical troubleshooting. Next, our district success team helps districts leaders successfully implement Clever in their schools to ensure teachers and students can access EdTech seamlessly in their classrooms. As I mentioned, Clever Support is our frontline team for time-sensitive assistance. They are available from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Eastern each day and can be reached by submitting a ticket or calling our support line. You can expect a response within 4 hours, and submitting a ticket is the fastest way of getting support, especially during a busy back-to-school season. We are so excited that this year we've launched a support branch in North Carolina, which means more resources across more time zones to ensure highest coverage for you and our district users. Our district success team helps districts reach their EdTech goals on Clever, from onboarding to continued growth on our platform. First, our district onboarding team helps first-time Clever customers get set up with a special focus on supporting their application launch. They support onboarding for districts of all sizes and are the best people to work with for support of a district that is new to Clever. Next, we have an existing customer growth team that supports continued success on Clever, from additional application launches to Clever portal adoption. Our success managers are segmented by district size. Scale districts serving districts with less than 10 schools, mid-sized districts between 11 and 50 schools, and large-sized districts with 51 schools or more. Let's talk through our segmented service model. To start, all districts, regardless of size, receive onboarding support from a dedicated onboarding specialist. Next, all districts also receive a district success manager, and our approach is differentiated by district size. Let's start with scale, or districts with 1 to 10 schools. The approach for small districts is using one-to-many education programs to help educate districts on application launch and portal setup items. A team of success managers supports inbound questions from districts and triage to our support team for technical troubleshooting. Next, the approach for mid-districts is using a hybrid of high-touch and one-to-many outreach. Mid-DSMs provide one-on-one account management and also triage to support for more expedited assistance in complex troubleshooting. Last, big districts receive high-touch account management and also assistance from an implementation specialist for our most complex application or portal rollouts. For a back-to-school tip, we always recommend reaching out to our Clever support team first for fast assistance on technical troubleshooting. This team can also help triage as needed for additional DSM support. We have a big team assembled here to support our districts, and we are grateful for your partnership in supporting their EdTech goals. Next, we wanted to review the step-by-step experience for districts as they prepare for back to school and the new features and tools you can leverage. Let's zoom in on one of the most important parts of the year, back to school. Our main activities during this time of year fits under 3 buckets. 1, configuration readiness, 2, in-product guides, and 3, training. Configuration readiness is all about planning ahead for the school year to ensure we can take proactive steps to support our customers at scale. Most recently, our district success managers help districts complete SSO portal project plans to identify key milestones in their portal rollout. But for today, we'll zoom in on 3 product and success offerings that we provide to our school districts to help get them set up and accessing your application. In a moment, Megan will preview the district's experience connecting and sharing data with applications with our new custom setup wizard. Then, we'll walk through the steps in the district's portal rollout guide. And last, we'll review the training resources to help districts roll out the Clever SSO portal to teachers, staff, and students. I'll hand it over to Megan now to preview the first of our new in-product guides, the Custom Setup Wizard.
Thanks, Sophia. Before we jump into a preview of our fancy new Custom Setup Wizard, which hopefully you're familiar with from our product roadmap updates, I wanted to revisit the existing setup process for districts just to provide context. In the past, we've asked districts to take these 5 steps when setting up a new application. What we've heard from you is that ensuring that districts complete all 5 steps in a timely manner can be challenging. With the new custom setup wizard, we are addressing that challenge and streamlining the entire launch process for applications and districts. By making the steps of the onboarding process more visible, Clever will make the setup steps easier for a district admin to complete in a timely manner. Note that if a district admin pauses their setup and comes back later, they'll be taken to the same page and won't lose any progress in completing their setup. Our setup wizard walks districts through sharing data and resolving data warnings or errors so they get it right the first time. In possibly even better news, we'll now allow your application to surface custom instructions as the final step in a district setup. We've heard partners say that they're excited to use the custom setup instructions page for everything from outlining steps in their admin platforms to setting expectations on how quickly a district should expect your program to launch. Now I'll hand this back to Sophia to walk through a district's portal rollout guide.
Thanks, Megan. As you all probably know, the Clever portal is what teachers, staff, and students use daily. They can SSO into their Clever portal to access all of their EdTech programs, including your application. We've heard from partners that the more engaged a district is with the Clever portal, the easier it is to onboard and engage them for application launch and continued success in your program. Because of this, a big focus for us is helping districts roll out the Clever portal. Let's review the steps a district goes through to roll out the Clever portal. From indicating interest in the Clever portal all the way to leveraging our analytics offerings to track ongoing usage, we'd love to dive into the key steps a district takes. Let's get started. First, districts indicate interest in rolling out the portal by notifying us of their plans in their Clever dashboard. We do a lot of messaging with districts to educate them on the benefits of the Clever portal. In semester 2, we begin the pre-back-to-school planning by asking districts to tell us whether or not they're planning to roll out the portal to their schools. We surface both current usage and predicted usage for you, our application partners, because we know it's helpful context for you when providing targeted support to your districts. So for example, a district that's been using the Clever portal in all of their schools for years may need very little support for a successful rollout. But a district that's using the Clever portal for the first time this back to school may need more coaching on how to access your program via Clever. That's where some of the training resources we'll cover later in the presentation will be helpful for you to lean on. Later, in semester 2, we launched the rollout guide for districts to begin planning their portal implementation. The rollout guide provides step-by-step instructions on how to roll out the portal across all of the district schools. Not only do we provide instructions on how to customize the portal experience with new learning applications, but we also provide email templates that they can use to instruct their staff on how to log in and customizable training decks that they can use during the summer PD weeks. Now is a great time for you to send invitations to connect districts so they are prompted to begin the rollout process with your application. Districts can track their portal rollout process so they're ready to go live come back to school. If your districts ask how they can find more training or more information on the Clever portal, this is an excellent resource to point them to. They can find this in their dashboard if they navigate to Portal, then Rollout Kit. Training materials are by far the most frequently requested resource we get from school districts. We know that teachers and staff spend the week before the start of the school training their staff on new programs that will be adopted for this school year. We think it's important to provide PD decks that can be used out of the box and also customized to meet the needs of that specific district or school site. These decks are accessible in the Rollout Kit. Application partners also have access to a PD guide in their dashboard that can be customized for you and the district you're training. Once staff and teachers are trained, districts can distribute login instructions. Applications also have access to district-specific login guides in the district info section of their dashboard. This is another great resource to use as a leave behind with your district after completing a training or just as a reminder throughout the year to prompt teachers on how to log into the Clever portal to access your application. These login instructions are already customized with your application's logo, the district's unique portal login URL, and an indication on what credentials a teacher should use to log in. While the top-down district training model is an optimal approach, we also recognize the importance of creating bottoms-up, scalable ways to empower staff and teachers to complete training on their own. In this next section, we'll look at some of the exciting tools and resources we've developed specifically for training teachers and school tech leaders. Clever Academy offers free professional development that allows districts, teachers, and staff to become certified users of Clever. If a district would rather take a more decentralized approach to their training, they can encourage their teachers to take lessons from Clever Academy, which they can access directly from the Clever portal. When district leaders and teachers complete the training, they receive a Clever certification. Many of the videos in the Clever Academy modules are also available as quick start videos on our YouTube channel, which you can also reference or share with districts. And for a back-to-school tip, if your district leaders or teachers are in need of Clever PD, please encourage them to become Clever certified through Clever Academy. Now that we've walked through how Clever prepares districts for back to school, we hope you feel informed on how to leverage the new product features and tools to streamline the back-to-school experience for you and your districts. The three main takeaways from this session are: 1. We are working together to support our shared districts, and you have a big district success team helping you through back-to-school. 2. By customizing your district setup wizard, you'll help districts complete the onboarding process more accurately and more efficiently to help you with a smooth back to school. And 3, you and your districts have access to a lot of great user education resources that can be leveraged for back to school PD sessions and throughout the year. Thank you all so much for listening in. We are thankful for all that you do to support districts in their digital learning goals. And now let's have our best back to school yet.